Hey everyone, this is Sebi from Valorant Central. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Now today we're going to be going over an advanced Sova Recon Bolt guide. We're going to show you the best place to use your Recon Bolt on every bomb site and on every single map. So these tips are good for players of any skill level because I can guarantee that everyone will learn something from this video, so be sure to watch to the end so you don't miss any of the spots we show you. Now before we do that, if you'd like to stay up to date on all things Valorant, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We post videos nearly every day covering everything you need to know about the game. Also, drop this video a like if you do find it helpful and informative. It did take a while to make, so I'd really appreciate it. So before we get into these spots, just a note that all of these spots use 100% power with the Recon Bolt. I did this on purpose as it makes these shots much more easy to hit. I've seen other spots that people have posted that say to release the arrow once you get something like 2/3 of the way through the second bar, but this makes the shots very inconsistent. So all of these spots use 100% power, so all you have to worry about is lining up the crosshair like I show you. So the first map we're going to be covering is Split. For the A-bomb, you're going to jump on top of this little planter and stand in the center. Then you're going to want to put one bounce on your Recon Bolt, and you're going to want to line up your crosshair so it's just to the right and just above the bottom of this gray rectangle that is on the wall. Once you shoot it, it's going to bounce off and land in a pillar in the center of A site. This is the perspective of the enemy. This is what they're going to see and where it's going to land. As you can see, they're still hit with it if they're on heaven or even if they're down by the bomb, even in this little corner. So now for the B bomb on Split, what you're going to do is just to the left of your spawn. What you're going to do is jump on this white box and make sure you go to the very right edge of it, and also make sure that your back is right up against the fence. Then you're going to aim your crosshair just above the green roof in front of you, as well as just to the right of the gray building. Once you do this and shoot the arrow, it's going to land at one of the back buildings on the B site bomb, and then it's going to hit anyone in heaven and anyone hiding behind cover. So this is from the perspective of the enemy. As you could see, it gets anyone on heaven, as well as anyone hiding behind cover in the little corners of the B-bomb site. So the next map we're going to go over is Bind. So for the A-bomb on Bind, what you're going to do is just to the right of your spawn, you're going to come up right behind this little bicycle that's against the wall. Line up against it, push yourself up right against the bike and right up against the wall to your right. Then you're going to look up and line up your crosshair just to the tip of this leaf that's above you. And then once you release, it's going to land in the center of the A-bomb site and get anyone on heaven or hiding in hard to see spots. So from the perspective of the enemy, the Recon Bolt is going to land on this orange box in the center. And it's going to get anyone on heaven or anyone hiding in some hard to see spots when attacking. Now for the B-bomb on Bind, what you're going to do is you're going to walk up to these boxes and you're going to line up with the left frame of the boxes. Then you're going to look up and back up just so you can see that the top of the boxes line up with the roof above you. Then you're going to line up your crosshair with the top corner of this gray thing that's above you and then release. The Recon Bolt is going to land on the center steel container on the B-bomb site and get anyone in hookah or get anyone hiding in corners of the bomb site. From the perspective of the enemy, the Recon Bolt is going to land on the very center of this steel container and basically mark anybody who is on the B-bomb site. So the last map is Haven. So for the A-bomb on Haven, what you're going to do is just to the right of your spawn, you're going to jump on these little planters and go right against the corner against the wall. Then when you look up, you're going to see all these branches above you, and in between them there's going to be a little hole that you can see through. You're going to line up your crosshair to the top right of this hole and then fire the Recon Bolt.
Revealing area.
The Recon Bolt's going to land on one of the center boxes on the A-bomb site, and where it is placed, it's going to mark almost anybody on the A-bomb site. From the perspective of the enemy, the Recon Bolt's going to land on this center container. It's going to mark anyone in heaven or anyone hiding in corners of the A-bomb site. Now the B-bomb site on Haven is a bit more tricky as there is a full roof covering it, so you can't just lob a Recon Bolt into the bomb site. We did find a pretty good spot though that will mark out anyone in the main hallway of the B-bomb site as well as people by the entrance. Now what you're going to do is just to the left of your spawn, you're going to see all these little vents on the bottom of the wall. You're going to go to the most right one on this wall that is angled. You're going to put your back right up against this wall in line with this little vent, and then you're going to look up and put your crosshair just to the right of this triangular leaf, and then you're going to release the arrow. So from the perspective of the enemy, this arrow is going to land in the center of the doorway by the B-bomb site. This is going to get anyone in the hallway as well as anybody by the entrance of the bomb site. So the last spot is going to be for the C bomb on Haven. And for this one, what you're going to do is start walking towards C to the left of your spawn. And you're going to see this little pile of boxes as well as this wooden arch. What you're going to do is line up your crosshair with the right beam of this wooden arch. Then you're going to look straight up and put your crosshair just to the right and just above this wooden corner above you. And then you're going to release the arrow. This arrow is going to land on the center box of the C bomb and have vision of everybody on the bomb site. From the perspective of the enemy, even some of them behind cover can still be seen by this recon bolt, so it will pretty much mark out anybody on the bomb site. I hope you learned something useful from this video. The spots are really good to use in game. I've had a lot of good results from using them. So be sure to leave a like if you do appreciate the video and you do find it helpful. Also leave a comment down below letting me know what you think of the video. I appreciate some feedback and seeing what you guys thought about it. Remember to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all things Valorant, and leave this video a like if you did enjoy it. That's about it for this video, and thanks for watching.